Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for our third part into our St. Valentine's Day Massacre special event, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to return to, ironically, the very end of Screaming for Vengeance. And don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen, I will get through this legendary album one at a time. But for the sake of brevity and for this special event, we will include Prisoner of Your Eyes in right now. And just think about the sort of acts you're getting as well in this special event. You're getting Motorhead, you're getting Typo Negative, and now we're getting Judas Priest. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. So let's begin. Prisoner of Your Eyes in 3, 2, 1, and... I don't necessarily know why, but when did Screaming for Vengeance come out? 1982. I'm saying that because is it me or does Rob Halford kind of almost sound a little bit like Eric Adams in this? In fact, I've got to know, is this yeah, it is absolutely Rob Halford. But why does it say, and Eric Adams, and bear in mind, Manowar didn't become a thing until 2 years after this was released. Again, maybe I'm going crazy, or maybe this is just a slightly different style Rob wanted to do for this. But wow, it's really kind of surprising, really.
Tell me that you're trying, or is our love a lie?
That solo right there, possibly one of my favorites that they've ever done. Of your eyes, trapped in time, I cannot leave you, just a prisoner of your eyes. Love is blind, and love deceives you. Came along and captured me. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, wow indeed. Okay, and that is gonna do it for Prisoner of Your Eyes. I'm honestly, it's kind of almost, again, I say this was actually the last song that was on Screaming for Vengeance, but actually, this is actually technically only really a bonus track, because wasn't it true that the story was meant to be, this was meant to be, it was something that was meant to be sampled and something that was like they were just going to straight up put it on the previous album, or did they just straight up go, you know, fuck it, we'll put it on Screaming for Vengeance? I'm kind of glad that they have, though, because I have heard that the standard for Screaming for Vengeance is categorized as one of their very best albums, outside of, like, say, a Stained Glass and Painkiller. And there's probably a lot more out there as well, like I'm bollocks to this. There is legitimately somebody I was actually straight up fine well there was going to be on this. But I will absolutely say this right now. I think actually, because Judas Priest are sort of like, they are categorically defined by having some of the hardest heavy metal songs ever, but they can also do really slow stuff as well. If you guys have ever listened to the song Loch Ness on Angel of... I think it's called either Hellrider or Angel... it's called Hellrider from back in 2005. Loch Ness was fantastically composed. It was slow, it was deep, it was methodical. It had one of the best choruses you're going to get out of Judas Priest. And this is the sort of thing I'd imagine you'd straight up have at a concert. It would close out the night and everybody would have lighters in the air. This feels like it warrants something rather special, or because the subject material is, again, it's kind of similar to what I did with Typo Negative like 2 hours ago. It seemed it's really, really soft. It's really, really powerful, and it even goes on the fact that sometimes there are people who are absolutely helpless when it comes to love and romance. And I'm really, really glad that, to be honest, it came out the way it did, because again, it's been a bit of a while since I've last listened to Judas Priest, but I think, honestly, like I said, this might be one of my personal favourites. I love as well the open. Love is blind and love deceives you. You came along and captured me. This dude was like fooling around and he fell in love. Isn't that just the way, eh? You know what? So it happens to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And I love the fact that, again, maybe based on the tone of like Ian Hill, Tipton and Downing, it's more sort of just like, it feels perfectly authentic and genuine about the way that this has all happened and how just nice this all comes across. It's a very nice little ender, if you know what I mean. And not bad as well for a 41-year-old bonus track on one of the best albums that Priest have ever turned out. I'd say that's... And the only thing I want to say right now is that we're 3 songs into this, this special event. Can we... I don't know generally if it gets like any more romantic or mushy or anything like that, but... Well, maybe who really needs that at this point? You know what? So we all know our own minds and stuff like that. And again, maybe that's the point. Sometimes it just things like this happen, and it's spontaneous. But maybe that's what makes it so special, is because you didn't even know it was going to come from anywhere. And maybe again, that's the point. So anyway, I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to "Prisoner of Your Eyes" by Judas Priest. Please make sure to leave all your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys felt of Judas Priest's "Prisoner of Your Eyes" for yourselves. And I cannot wait to talk to you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.